Hey guys, it's Jardier here coming to you through Overtake YouTube channel with another tutorial for Assetto Corsa Competizione. Assetto Corsa Competizione offers a lot of tracks to drive. Every track is unique, and if you want to nail the full potential of the racetrack, you need to drive them with the full precision. That's why I will take you to the Suzuka, one of my favorite tracks, which is really hard to drive. There's a lot of corners, a lot of action over the whole lap of the racetrack, and I'm gonna show you around how to become a specialist of the track. Suzuka is a classic circuit with a lot of history. It offers the driver high-speed sections paired with tight corners that require full concentration. In total, the track consists of 18 corners that can eat up your tires if you are not careful. It can push even the most skillful drivers to the limit. But before we get too technical, I'm gonna jump into the car and take you around the racetrack. Alright guys, the plan will be simple. I will try to do 1, 2, 3 laps, and I will try to do a hot lap. I will probably not be talking during these laps, to the minimum, so I can focus on the lap, and then you can focus on the lap. And then we will do like a summary, and I will tell you why I did that and why I driven like that, and we'll look at the overall. Alright guys, let's do this. Let's go. I chose an AMG Evo 2020 because it's my favorite on Suzuka. It feels very nice, very stable. You can drive very aggressive with it, and anyone can do it with this car because the best cars for this track is AMG Evo, Lexus, Aston Martin, and Lamborghini is very good as well. Let's go. Let's go into the first corner. Heavy braking, easy overall. The weird late apexes going on, and then the first couple of corners very tricky, very hard. First of very tricky corners, heavy braking. Not ideal. I hit a little bit of grass there, so my entry was like not entirely flawless. But will do. Spoon, a very difficult corner. Focus on the exit, very nice. And you just have to nail perfectly every part of the track. All together. It's so much you can gain overall. Let's do one more lap, guys. Late braking. My setup is far from perfect. As you can see, it's very understeering. Maybe way too safe. It's basically aggressive default, with just a bit more aggressive driving. 5TC on AMG, I would say, is like a sweet spot for this track, for example. It's a very nice first sector, look at this. Very nice. How about Dagmar? Can we hit it properly? Oh, that was lovely. 2 turns up. Oh, it's a mistake on the entry. Let's take a shorter line. 2 tenths, guys. 2 tenths in a lap. But I think you get the point, right? Well, you get the point right now. 58.3, I would say, in these conditions right now. It's like 22 degrees. Optimal track. Hot lap, so pretty damn good, I would say. Very nice. You can see the flaws in a setup. There is like a lot of understeer, especially in the last chicane. I think I could have turned earlier and such. And in the first sector, I noticed there's a lot of understeer, so I would definitely work on the setup a bit more. But overall, felt very nice, guys. So let's go and check the summary of the lap, what we can actually, why I did what I did, and what we can improve, or you can improve. Alright guys, we are on the lap, and as you can see, the first corner very important. You have to brake like precisely, you have to play with the brake. Watch on the bottom right, I'm playing with the brake and the throttle to do like a late apex and stabilize the car at the same time. In the first sector, you have to take the shortest line possible. Don't go too much to the left, don't go too much to the right. As you can see, I'm trying to stay in the middle between the corners. Here I was a little wider, but it was still very decent. Keeping on the right side, and especially this corner, don't go too much to the right. Stay like in the middle, a little bit to the right. And then have like a fastest exit possible to have up the hill. Then heavily over the curb, guys. Be careful on the left curb because you can invalidate your lap. Be careful on the inside curb as well, but push the car really in like a late apex, you know, like a 90-degree quarter lane apex. When the curb ends, you brake heavily, do like a late entry into the hairpin, like a V-turn if you will, and then go straight as much as possible to use the TC as little as possible when you accelerate from the hairpin. Spoon is very tricky, you have to brake very late. Trust the car in the first part of the corner. The car is like steering. You're doing late apex. Brake the car in the middle. There's like a little hill. Brake the car in the middle and then focus on a maximum straight exit because the corner is very tricky. It's like opposite angled on the asphalt, so it's very easy to spin, you know. Then 130R. Depends on your car. I would literally focus on setting the car for that particular corner so you have maximum stabilization there. In the chicane, the first curb, you can jump over it. I did a little mistake. Second curb as well. And then be really careful here on the right side. There's a lot of holes in the grass and such, so don't cut there. And try, if you're doing hot lap, to have a straight and closest line to the right side for the fastest lap of the race. And that's it for Suzuka racetrack for Assetto Corsa Competizione. But I would also add the fastest cars in GT3 and GT4 for this racetrack. In GT3, very easily, AMG, Lexus, Porsche, depends on BOP, Aston Martin is the fastest car you can take for this racetrack. Some others like Audi, McLaren also work very nicely, they are very good. And the rest is like Then in the GT4, AMG and Porsche Cayman 718 is absolutely the nailer of the Suzuka racetrack. Of course, depends on the conditions. If it's raining, definitely take Lexus GT3. If it's raining in GT4, I would take Aston GT4 or Porsche Cayman again. Make sure to visit overtake.gg for the news all over the sim racing world. And guys, have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye bye.